Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bill Cady Court in the gymnasium at LaSalle High School for LaSalle Lancer Wrestling. I'm executive producer Mike Nye. This is a little bit different for us. We haven't really done a lot of wrestling. We started our first broadcast last night, and now we're in for our second one, which will be a very exciting one with the LaSalle Lancers, who are undefeated, meeting the Moeller Crusaders, who are also undefeated. We have a guest commentator tonight. His name is Randy Davis, and he's going to tell us he's much more of an expert at wrestling than I will ever be. So we're going to let him bring in a few interesting pre-match facts. So, Randy, it's all yours.
Well, thanks, Mike. Yeah, this is going to be a great match tonight. LaSalle versus Moeller, two teams that have great and rich histories in wrestling. No other teams have ever scored higher from Cincinnati than the state of Ohio in the state of Ohio tournaments than LaSalle and Moeller. They've both placed twice, and two of the top-ranked teams in the city. Rich history, and looking forward to a great match tonight. And LaSalle, when you think about the success they've had over the years, and the 2 years ago they placed second in the state of Ohio. And of course, it was postponed last year due to COVID, but a lot of returners from that team, they're going to be on the mat tonight. Dustin Norris, who won the state championship 2 years ago, and you're going to look forward to seeing him tonight. And a lot of other really well-accomplished wrestlers who have been wrestling since they were young. And I think you're going to see some of the best matches in Cincinnati this year in this very dual meet.
Well, with our very busy broadcast schedule between football, basketball, we've done a little bit of baseball. It's kind of hard for us to get all the way around to all the places we'd like to be, but I do follow kind of from a distance some of the other sports on social media and things like that. And, I do know that LaSalle has made a name for itself recently.
Oh, they sure have. I think they were ranked 8th in the country last year, or 2 years ago, when they ended up second in the state. And as I mentioned before, a lot of those team members are still on the team. They'll be present here tonight.
Yeah, second in the state, 8th in the nation.
I think that's what they were, something like that, yeah.
Right, right. Well, the Lancers are making their way into the gymnasium now. The Moeller team is already off to our right. As you're looking at your radio dial or our camera or whatever, the kind of off screen right now. We will mention before we get started that COVID, like so many other things, has kind of affected the way wrestling matches are conducted. And there will be times during the meet this evening where they will stop the meet and they will clean the mats. Before they started, they had a mop full of disinfectant and completely mopped the entire mat and let it dry, and then they treated it with an aerosol sprayer that kind of helped disinfect the mat even more, and then they dry it with like a little buffing pad and so on. So don't be surprised if after a few matches all of a sudden they call a COVID timeout. And they're also being extremely careful in the event that anyone is injured. They will call a blood timeout and clean that all up. We saw a couple of those last night in the match versus St. X. So it has changed like so many other things. COVID has changed the way wrestling matches are conducted, and which is not a bad thing. I mean, certainly we don't want to get anybody sick. Some of the officials are taking the mat. We'll go ahead and move the camera over there. I believe these are the team captains coming out. And we'll go through can you explain the process of what the officials and the team captains are doing right now?
Well, I think what the referee is doing is explaining to them some of the rules around COVID, like you just mentioned. And probably shaking hands among the team captains and wishing each of them luck and good sportsmanship for the match.
Okay, and they just toss something like a large coin. What are they doing there?
Well, that's a very good question. Back in my day, they didn't do that. So
okay.
I think you put me on the spot there. But
I think it might correspond to the armbands that the referee is wearing, red and green.
Yeah.
And they're going to give us the report now.
Moeller won the toss, and they chose odd.
Okay, what if I'm not mistaken from last night, when they choose odd, that means that they will have the choice of where to start any between periods if they want to start up, down, neutral.
Exactly.
And then I think the other one, I think they, I'm not sure. It's kind of like football when they start, one team gets to choose whether they want to receive, and then the other gets to choose what they, which end they want to defend. And that's the process we just went through for wrestling.
Yeah, I believe what it is at the start of the second period, they transition or rotate as to who gets the choice, and I think that was what the toss was.
Right. And we did see that last night.
Right.
And, last night, again, I was more – we did not have an announcer last night, by the way, so welcome. I'm glad to have somebody up here on the stage. This is completely different than if you're used to watching sports in the gymnasium.
School in Archdiocese of Cincinnati.
We'll cut the stadium announcer, Greg Stein.
Welcome everyone to the LaSalle High School in Bill Katie Court for tonight's match between the Moeller Crusaders and your LaSalle Lancers. LaSalle and Moeller are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations as set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes in the game are friendly rivals, and while the play on the mat may be fierce, we remind you that this match is between young men, and sportsmanship and good behavior is expected. Spectators must remain in the seating areas at all time throughout the contest. Any spectator going on to the mat or court of play or interfering with play is subject to arrest and prosecution to the fullest extent of the law. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be reflected by all spectators and players. Everyone can make this a great event when we act with dignity, speak with courtesy, play and cheer with pride. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect the game. The officials assigned to today's match have been selected according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Their experience and integrity qualify them for their important part in this friendly interscholastic game. Your officials tonight are Kent Smith and Todd McCoy. Ladies and gentlemen, as a Catholic school, we begin all activities by asking for God's blessing. Please stand and remove your hats. Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. God our Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for their safety, for the safety of these athletes. Protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace, that you would provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life, and your Son, amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. We are, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country and enjoy freedoms like no other. To honor America and show respect for all servicemen and women who are currently serving and have served our country to defend our rights and freedom, please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag. Once again at the coin toss, we are starting tonight's event at 152. Moeller won the toss. Moeller, please report your wrestler.
All right, Randy, we're back in. Just if anybody's ever been to Bill Cady Court in the gym at LaSalle, you'll know that the normally press row is against across the front of the stage. Well, tonight only the building announcer is on that front row. We're high above him on a riser about 10, 15 feet back to keep with COVID separation requirements. So it's a little bit different feel. And the other voice you're going to hear occasionally is stadium announcer or building announcer Greg Stein. Here we go.
Great. Yeah, we're starting off at 152 here. That's been a change over the years where they used to always start the lowest weight class and go up from there. So part of the coin toss was Moeller selecting to start at 152.
Two-point takedown, LaSalle.
Beautiful takedown by the boy from LaSalle. It's rare you see a single leg on the left leg, and he did it beautifully. Now he's doing a great job of covering and then riding. Great hip control. Very impressive performance so far by the kid from LaSalle. Going a half Nelson from the knee position. Great hip control. Great ride.
1 point escape, Moeller.
The boy from LaSalle let the kid from Moeller go, probably thinking he's in a better position to get a takedown for 2 points and overcome his 1 point that he just gave up. There it is. Beautiful single, or I should say double.
2 point takedown,
Finished
LaSalle.
so well with the control of the ankle. Now he's riding again. And what I think he's doing is if he really can't move himself into a pinning position to probably let him go again. Oh, great arm bar.
Folks will tell you that this is not like our normal sport that we cover. The athletes are not wearing numbers.
Right.
And we have no roster. And
after the first period, LaSalle, Darnay Hurd, 4-1.
Darnay Hurd up 4-1. So
Red chooses neutral.
Chooses neutral, meaning they're going to go. Each wrestler's going to be going for a takedown. Darnay, another beautiful double leg. Finishing it so well. So well. He's driving that half again. Even though his Moeller opponent is on his knees, he's still driving the half. And that's putting him in a position to go for the cradle, which he just did. Now he's near the edge of the mat, so he's got to think about how he's going to control that and be able to score some points even though he's on the edge of the mat. Oh, he's got the cradle, but can he score with it? Can he keep him on the mat and score with it? Getting some coaching now. Looks over to his coaches. This is a very, very tough position for Darnay to be in terms of trying to score from a cradle from there.
1 point escape, Moeller.
Makes a decision to give up the escape, go for another takedown. He's so dominant on his feet, I can see why he'd want to continue to let the kid escape if he can't put him on his back and score takedowns. Oh, beautiful. Left-legged single again. You don't see that often. Now another great job of controlling the hips by Darnay.
2 point takedown, LaSalle.
Finishes it off with a 2 point takedown. Trying to ride hard again. This is just great riding by Darnay. Great hip control. Staying low on his hips. Always got wrist control. Now he's moving up, see if he can move into more of a pinning position.
After 2, the score is Darnay Hurd from LaSalle, 8-2. Moeller chooses stop.
So now we'll see how Darnay does from the bottom position. This will be the first time in the match he's been on the bottom.
Period. I will put it out after wrestling is completed.
Beautiful first move. But the boy from Moeller is keeping control on the hips. So Darnay needs to get out with that leg lock. Oh,
1 point
stand
escape,
up.
LaSalle.
Now here's where Darnay really is strong. There you go. Beautiful left-legged single again. Low single. He's got to get his hips in position to be able to score. He's got to turn to either the right or the left and come out the back door. Ooh, we maybe have a stalemate position here. There it is. There's the stalemate call.
Penalty point, 1 point red.
Penalty point. He had Darnay in a kind of an awkward position. Both on their feet again. 1 minute left.
We saw this a couple times in the JV match earlier where one wrestler seemed to be pretty dominant but was not able to put the match away for the 6 points, settling for the 3 in the decision.
Boy, that's a great point. I mean, Darnay is totally dominating this match, but he's having trouble scoring back points. And the kid from Moeller, boy from Moeller, seems to be defending against that very, very well. So although Darnay is dominating, I would expect this match to go all 6 minutes.
Just over 30 seconds left.
And we may see another stalemate here. Yep, sure enough. There we go. That low double against the ankle there, just beautiful. Beautiful shot by Darnay.
We have a beautiful shot of
takedown, LaSalle.
A beautiful shot of ref's back there for a minute.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he finished it well too, and the ref gave him 2. Even though the kid from Moeller has him by the ankle still, he still gave him 2 because he had control. So, well wrestled match by Darnay.
Major decision for LaSalle. Darnay Hurd by a final score of 12-2.
And we'll get a shot at Darnay as he runs off, greets the opposing coaches, and then heads back to his own team.
For your LaSalle Lancers at 160, Jack Willen. And for the Moeller Crusaders, Jack Salle.
Randy, it's really nice having someone up here who can commentate with some of the actual terminology because I was completely lost yesterday.
Well, I wish I did a better job of remembering their names. So up here we have 2 Jacks. One from Moeller and one from LaSalle. Both trying to establish position. At this point, they seem to be evenly matched. We'll see how it goes. Both keeping a low center of gravity. Heavy hands. Keeping their opponent off base. But man, they are apparently very evenly matched. Jack from Moeller tries to spin by. Well defended by Jack from LaSalle. We're down under a minute in the first period. No score yet. Both trying to establish some kind of position, some kind of control. Shot by Moeller, defended well by Jack from LaSalle. Shrug attempt by Moeller. Unsuccessful. Oh, nice shot by Jack from Moeller, I have to say. Well done. Low single down on the ankle. Not done yet. Not done yet. They're on the edge of the mat. Great job by Jack from LaSalle defending. Oh, finally gave it up 2 points.
Takedown, Moeller.
We have some score.
I'll tell you, I don't know if you watched or heard about the match last night, but one of the matches was over in 14 seconds.
A pin, I would assume.
A pin. Oh, yeah.
That's a fast pin.
Yes, it was.
So LaSalle's on the bottom now because of the takedown by Moeller. Nice sit out. Jack from Moeller is doing a nice job of controlling the hips. And now he's got wrist control. So he only got a few seconds left and stacks them up. May have some back points, but no.
After 1, Jack Scaler Moeller is winning 2-0.
Even though Moeller had him near his back, ran out of time, and that's why he didn't get the back
LaSalle chooses
points.
down.
Which one of these 2 Jacks will be king?
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to respond to that.
But it was good though. It was good. Nice stand up by LaSalle, by Jack from LaSalle. Good job of riding by Jack from Moeller. Good hip control. He's got some wrist control, breaking him down. I don't think he's having much success trying to get him to his back though. At least not yet. But he's riding a lot with the wrist control.
I would imagine the longer this goes, the more stamina becomes an issue for whichever one has the most of it.
Boy, that's a great point because I'll tell you what, when you're in a bottom position like that and getting ridden with hard wrist control and hard hip control, it just wears you out. So the Jack from LaSalle, if he can get to his base and back in and maybe create some space, maybe get an escape, possibly a reversal, we'll have to see. Now he's got his leg locked. So he's really establishing some pretty strong top position riding. Oh, may have an escape. Okay,
1
great.
point escape.
Escape by LaSalle, Jack from LaSalle.
You can tell the crowd really appreciates this match.
Oh yeah, it's so evenly matched. Jack from LaSalle has a nice front headlock on Jack from Moeller. Ooh, but having trouble turning it into a score, but had some control there.
Under 20 seconds left.
Close match here. 2-1 Moeller. Second period just about end.
Under 5.
After the second period, Moeller is winning. Jack Scaly 2-1.
I don't imagine you see much after
Moeller
2 periods.
Down.
After 2 periods, only 3 points total. I don't imagine you see that very often.
You don't see it often, but it's a sign of how evenly matched they are. Ooh.
Caution, Moeller.
The caution was due to the fact that the Jack from Moeller started before the whistle blew. So he gets a caution, but not a point against him. Good stand up by the Moeller. Good first move. Oh, just beautiful job by LaSalle to take him back to the mat and establish control again. Got a leg lock. It's very hard to escape against. Oh, does a nice sit out, but oh, I'll tell you what, the boy from LaSalle, did a great job of following and staying in control. Off the mat.
Minute 41 left.
Another strong stand-up by Moeller. And a beautiful trip to take him back to the mat by LaSalle. Right at the edge of the mat, they're probably going to go out, and they did. So we got a minute and a half left. So the key for LaSalle here is to maybe let him up for an escape and then go for a takedown, another escape and takedown, but we'll see how he does. Maybe he can put him on his back. We'll see. But he's done a beautiful job of riding, but he really needs points, though. Got a grapevine in, leg lock. So he's controlling from the top position. But I think the Jack from Moeller knows with a minute left, he's got an opportunity to kind of stay in the bottom position and still win this match. So he got a decision to make. There he goes. So he'll give him an escape.
Moeller.
Yep. So now LaSalle's down by 2 points, so it puts LaSalle in a position where if he gets a takedown, he's going to tie the match. But he's got to be more aggressive, got to shoot. A little shrug by Moeller to no avail. Got an under. Oh, he goes for a headlock. Whoa, lost. Oh, out of bounds. All right, 48 seconds left. Oh, nice single. Beautiful. Ties the match.
2-point take.
35 seconds left. Well, he timed that perfectly. He caught the boy from Moeller off guard, saw it, and just shot right in, took him down. Beautiful. Now he's got to ride him. The key is to ride him and not let him up for an escape. That way he'll end up in a tie. Got beautiful wrist control. He's doing it. He's only got 15 seconds left. So the key is he's got to keep the wrist control and hips down hard and keep him on the mat. And he's doing that. So he only got 6.5 seconds left. He's got to make sure that he controls the Moeller wrestler right off the bat and doesn't let him get a quick escape. Uh-oh. Now he did a stand-up, but he's got to control him, 1 second left.
Stall warning red. 3-3 after regulation.
So it looks like we're going into overtime. So he did call LaSalle for stalling, or a caution, but didn't get a point against him because it's the first stalling call. But it's a worthwhile one. That way it prevented an escape.
That's what they call a good foul in basketball.
It's exactly what it was. Yep. Mm-hmm. Got to take your chances sometimes. So that's a beautiful double leg. I just cannot believe that. Oh, my God.
2-point takedown for LaSalle. Jack Willett wins in overtime by a score of 5-3.
Heck of a match. That double leg was just superb. And you could see the conditioning difference, too.
It did look like the LaSalle wrestler got stronger.
Yes.
Kurt Thomas.
It's very rare you see that, to come back that strongly, and especially with takedowns like he did.
We will tell the folks watching at home that we are using
LaSalle
a
Lancers, Dylan Walker.
system with only one camera, so we're doing our best to cover everything.
Looks like we have Bill from LaSalle here. Off the mat. So we'll stay in the neutral position. Oh, nice double leg. Switches to a single on the edge of the mat. The key here is he's got to keep him on the mat. There he goes. Got to control his hips. Oh. But nevertheless, that was a heck of a double leg shot. We're seeing a lot of that from LaSalle tonight. So well done. Oh, nice. Beautiful shrug to a single leg. He's getting low on the ankle, getting in position to get behind and score. Got a low whizzer on the part of the Moeller wrestler. It's stopping it, but he pick it up, see if he can trip the opposite leg. Maybe switch to a double. Oh. Yeah, it's hard to control when they're trying to fight their way off the mat. But you can see LaSalle dominating by how well this Billy is shooting in and getting control of the legs.
About 45 seconds left.
Moeller Wrestlers has some control, but not enough to get into position to score. So we're only down to 18 seconds, no score in the first period. Down to 12 seconds, no score.
After the first period, there's no score. Moeller chooses down.
We'll see how they do from top bottom. See how Billy from LaSalle does on top and riding.
Caution, green.
Caution against Moeller because he wasn't in the right position. Didn't give up a penalty point. Billy from LaSalle throws legs. Establishing a lot of control with it too. And I'll tell you, this is a punishing position for the bottom wrestler. Looks like he's trying to move into more of a pinning position, but the referee calls a stalemate. Good call. Stalemate gets called when neither wrestler is in a really good position to advance, and they're just kind of stalemated, so to speak, against each other. Ride him again hard. He's controlling the hips. Ooh, gave up an escape.
1 point escape.
And that's the only point so far.
Right, yeah. Very rare you see it this far in the match with only one score. Two strong boys. Both seem to be trying to establish upper body position.
1 minute left.
Out of bounds again. Oh, nice double. Finish it. He sure did. Great job of defending, but I think LaSalle can step through and get the points. 30 seconds left. Step through, step over. Looks easy, but it isn't. Oh boy.
It's extremely easy from up here.
Yeah, there you go.
2 point takedown, LaSalle.
So impressive how LaSalle shoots that double leg. They bring their hips
5
right
seconds
in.
left.
After 2, LaSalle is winning 2-1.
I'd like to remind everybody you're
Red
watching
chooses down.
LaSalle Lancers versus the Moeller Crusaders wrestling from Bill Cady Court at LaSalle High School. Your guest commentator for wrestling is Randy Davis, and I'm an executive producer, Mike Nye.
Quick stand-up by LaSalle. Billy from LaSalle. Moeller counters with a grapevine from the standing position. He's controlling it. Ooh, good twist. If he can get his hips over, out of bounds. We'll start again on the mat.
Minute 44 remaining in the period. This being the third period in this match.
Oh, escape
1
by
point
LaSalle.
escape, LaSalle.
Puts him up 3-1.
One point red penalty.
Yeah, they're calling that more these days. The wrestler from Moeller kind of hit the LaSalle wrestler in the head near the eyes, and they'll call that now. So Moeller's penalized the point as a result. Both struggling for position. Oh, shot attempt by LaSalle. Couldn't get it though.
1 minute left.
Key for LaSalle at this point is to not get taken down to his back. When you're up by 3 points,
Stalling Moeller, warning.
Interesting call. Shows how aggressive LaSalle is. Very rare you would see somebody down by 3 points and they're the ones getting called for stalling. Well defended by LaSalle. Moeller took a shot, so well defended. Great sprawl by LaSalle.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left, and I think Billy from LaSalle is in control.
$20.
Oh, nice.
3-point takedown, LaSalle.
LaSalle in control, 6-1. 8 seconds left. Nice win for LaSalle.
Decision by Dylan Walker with a final score of 4-1. 6-1.
Yeah, as we discussed earlier, he'd have much rather had, or as any wrestler would, much rather had the 6
LaSalle
points
Lancers, Chase Stein at 182.
than the 3 points for the decision. But,
Right.
I mean, the LaSalle Lancers are now
Moeller
up
Crusaders at 182. Jonathan Sanchez.
10 points to 0
Right.
in the match.
Yeah, they've won every match. I mean, Darnay's match was very dominating. But I'm really impressed with the conditioning of LaSalle. Boy, toward the end of every match, they're still going strong.
You know, early in this match, I'll tell you, I spoke with Athletic Director Brian Meyer earlier today, and he was saying that this was going to be a very tough match for the Lancers because it could go either way. Moeller is also very good.
Yeah, 2 of the top-ranked teams in Cincinnati. They may even be number 1 and number 2. Not sure. But you've seen a heck of a performance by LaSalle so far. Ooh. That was close. Could have gone either way, but no points. Just over a minute left in the first period, no score. Back to neutral position. .35 seconds left, no score. Moeller trying to shrug. Unsuccessful, and they end up neutral again.
$15 seconds.
After 1, no score.
Randy, is wrestling like football where the lowest guy is at the advantage?
Down.
In some ways, yes. But, an exception to that, when you watch Dustin Norris wrestle, his leverage is relatively tall for his weight class is unbelievable. It's kind of a trade-off, kind of that low center of gravity versus leverage.
One-point escape, LaSalle.
Back to neutral. LaSalle shoots right away. Granby's out of it. Unbelievable defense. Back to neutral. We may see a stalemate here. Headlock control by Moeller. Neither boy's advancing. Now he's calling stalling.
Stall warning, red.
He's trying to switch to a double here. He's got some control, Let's see if he can finish. Get your head out. Ooh, keep him on the mat. Keep him on the mat.
Just over 1 minute left.
Always tough to finish when you're that close to the edge of the mat. Both trying to establish some control. Another evenly matched wrestlers here. Nice low single on the left leg by Moeller. Looks like it's being countered some by LaSalle with a low whizzer. Now he's trying to get, both are trying to get position. LaSalle actually kind of looking for a cradle here. Ref calls stalemate. Start again.
Ten seconds.
After two, LaSalle is winning 1-0. Green chooses down.
Another really close, low-scoring match. LaSalle on top position. Start of the third period. Nice job of hip control. Throws in legs. Trying to keep control with the legs. Strong hip pressure. Great job of riding so far, but don't get so high. There you go. I think we may either see a stalemate or a stall call here. Yeah, stalemate. It's important for LaSalle either to ride him down the whole period or if he does escape to get a takedown. So we don't want, what LaSalle wants to avoid is giving up the escape right at the end of the period. Still got great control. Riding well.
Just under 1:30 left.
Oh boy, he got too high. He's going to come out the back door and give up either an escape or reversal. Looks like he... Oh, potentially dangerous, but he's got to call something. Either escape or reversal. Well, let's see what they call here. Well, no score.
Stalemate, I guess.
Potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
Even though Moeller was close to scoring, now he gives...
1 point escape.
You know, if he's going to give up an escape, now's the time to do it.
1 minute left.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Caught Moeller off guard and not only took him down, but he's going to get some back points too. This is really going to put him in control of the match. Give up an escape at the end. 2
point takedown, 1 point escape.
No back points though. So that only leaves him with a 2-point lead. He's got to maintain that lead, not give up a takedown. "35 seconds left. Key for LaSalle is be aggressive, but don't give up the takedown. You don't want a stall call here. We're down to just about 20 seconds. LaSalle ahead 3-2. Like to see LaSalle be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, sure enough. Oh, he got a stall call.
That's
I'm not sure he gave.
1 point.
Oh boy.
For Moeller.
Yep.
With 12 seconds left.
Questionable call, but we'll see what the referees decide. Nope, yeah, it's a stall call, and they're going to both be on their feet with 11 seconds left. Moeller shoots a double. Well defended by LaSalle.
5 seconds.
Looks like we're going in overtime again.
After regulation, scores 3-3.
They are both breathing very hard.
Yeah.
They've been working hard for 9 minutes, or 6 minutes.
Well, this is where LaSalle's really shine. Boy, you see the conditioning in the LaSalle wrestlers and how aggressive they are toward the end of the match. Hopefully we'll see it again. There it is. Oh. They have that kind of movement on the part of LaSalle after 3 full periods, just so well conditioned. Got 44 seconds left in the first overtime period. Not sure, but we may have a little bit of blood.
Blood time red.
Yeah, blood time red. Sure enough, we'll get that treated and back to action.
So we saw this a couple times last night. They're just being overly cautious, or I don't want to say overly cautious, but they're due caution anytime there's blood.
Blood time stopped at 42nd.
Well, looks like they got it under control. Back in action.
Yep.
42 seconds left. First takedown wins. Oh boy. Oh, I mean, I just can't believe how nimble the LaSalle wrestler is. He defends so well. Defends again. Got to be careful not to get a stall. Not upper body fighting. Tries to step through for a takedown.
Neither one of these guys are giving an inch. They both want this match very badly.
Yep. You have to be impressed by both of them. Neither of them's getting him up. Oh. The way that, oh boy. Uh-oh.
2-point takedown for Moeller. 5-3 regular decision victory for Jonathan Sanchez.
Well wrestled by both wrestlers.
We're in a COVID timeout.
So this will be a brief timeout. What you'll see is they'll bring out a device. They see trainer Dan Forkham spraying a disinfectant substance on the mat, and then someone will come right behind. One of our other custodians, Steve, is going to wipe that right back up. They will give it just a minute or two to dry. It's not a whole lot of stuff, just enough to kill any of the bacteria, germs, virus, whatever that might be on that mat, and then we'll continue on. We saw this a few times last night. I'd like to remind everyone that they're watching WLSN, the LaSalle Broadcasting Network, live wrestling action between the Moeller Crusaders and your LaSalle Lancers. Guest commentator tonight is Randy Davis, and I'm your executive producer, Mike Nye. The other voice you hear periodically is Greg Stein, the in-building announcer, who also has a son wrestling on the team. And I will be the first one to admit that Randy and Greg both know way more about wrestling than I ever will. But I over the past couple nights, I have found it to be very exciting. And like most sports, especially when kids are wrestling, there is a very faithful following, and they really get into it.
Yeah, we're seeing some fine wrestling tonight. This is not a typical high school match. Mm-hmm. The quality, I mean, you can tell the wrestlers have been wrestling a long time, probably started at a very young age. Their fundamentals are so sound.
We're going to take the tail end of this COVID timeout to pay a couple of the bills that make this broadcast possible.
I'm Dr. Bob Berger, a native of Westside Cincinnati and a proud member of the winning team at Beacon Orthopedics. We at Beacon want the best for our hometown and our community, and we are committed to excellence in orthopedic and sports medicine care. Be it East or West, Northern Kentucky or Southeast Indiana, our team of specialists at Beacon are honored to be a part of the tradition of excellence that makes our hometown special. Visit us at beaconortho.com.
Hi, this is Jim Scott. 70 years ago, when Bud Herbert founded his company, he couldn't have imagined the innovation of the 2018 John Deere Gator lineup. What makes the all-new XUV 835 Gator utility vehicle special? Larger 54-horsepower engine, roomier 60/40 bench seat with in-dash controls, and optional factory-installed cab with heat and air conditioning. I may have to trade my Gator in for a new one. Bud Herbert Motors, your family-owned hometown equipment dealer. BudHerbertMotors.com.
Well, thank you, Jim Scott. Welcome back to LaSalle High School for what is the de facto, or however you want to term it, it's the GCL championship, because both of these teams are undefeated. Whoever walks away with the victory tonight takes the league.
I believe so, in the dual meet league, yes. Yeah. And by the way, Bob Berger was a wrestler at LaSalle.
Was he?
Yes, and a football player.
Yeah. Still see him all the time. One of our orthopedic guys over at Beacon Orthopedic, and Dan Forkham, our trainer who's here tonight, is also with Beacon. They do real good work, and I believe I might have seen Alex Popkin here earlier, another one of our trainers. Just the crack medical staff here at LaSalle High School taking care of everyone. That's who was taken care of earlier during the blood timeout, getting that all taken care of. We did see a couple bloody noses last night, and they none of the matches were stopped. They got it under control, and they let these kids compete.
Yeah, it's part of the sport. Bloody noses are common.
Now, my kids ran cross country. Thankfully, there weren't too many bloody noses. Now, what you did end up with was a lot of bloody shins as running in tight packs with guys wearing 3/4 or 7/8 inch long spikes. Getting just a little bit too close. Every once in a while, there was a little bit of blood, but there was no such thing as a blood timeout back then. Everybody just kept going.
And sometimes on purpose, right?
We don't want to. Who knows?
Right.
So, this is a little longer than I remember the COVID timeouts being last night, but I think they want to wait until whatever you can still see some of that damp compound or fluid that they put down on the mats to act as a disinfectant. You can still see some of that out there drying. Mm-hmm. I think they want to wait until a little bit more of that evaporates. I mean, they did wipe it up some with what is normally a dust mop, but now they're taking up the disinfectant with it. I just don't think they want the guys out there on that till it's a little bit more out of the way. Probably, besides not being great to get on you, it probably would make the mats a little bit slippery as well.
Delays the match, but glad they do it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what else are we going to be doing?
Right.
I haven't looked outside recently, but on a Thursday night when I came in, it was snowing. So I don't know if it is again or was or.
Yeah. Part of life these days. Yeah.
You didn't think you'd get a weather report here on the wrestling match, but I'd like to remind everybody as the match status. I guess I could pan the camera over to the scoreboard and show that the Lancers lead 10-3 in the match.
Yeah, Lancers putting on a heck of a performance tonight.
Well, both teams actually.
Yeah.
Both teams are actually.
You're right. A lot of close matches. Mm-hmm. A lot of close matches.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Brian Meyer and I were discussing earlier. He said that this thing could go either way because they're both very talented teams.
Yep.
And we're going to head things back down to the mat.
Both teams very well coached.
And we'll bring in the audio for our in-house announcer.
Moeller, you report. At 195, senior Jake Sayatovic will accept the forfeit.
Well, it looks like we have a forfeit here at 195, and that would give LaSalle 6 more team points.
That's not something that, from a competition standpoint, that's not something that you want to see. When you want to see a lot of good wrestling, you would hate to see the match come down to a forfeit. Now, the Lancers did have a couple of weight classes.
For Moeller at 220,
had a forfeit last night.
And for your LaSalle Lancers, Will Cole.
It was not a factor in the match. You would hate to see, especially a match this good, that end up being a factor in the long run.
Yeah, that would be a disappointment. Like we have Will from LaSalle. Just starting the first period. .195 weight class.
So is this 195 or is this the scoreboard says 220?
Oh, my bad. I was looking on the
I don't know.
sheet here,
I
think I am wrong.
Okay, I thought I heard him say 195 though.
Well, I think that was the forfeit.
Okay, that's right. You are correct.
Yeah, right. So we're at the 220 now.
Yeah.
Boy, seeing some good wrestling here about us. Oh.
Whole lot of action and no points.
Yeah. Another match of evenly matched wrestlers. A lot of upper body here. We're seeing a lot of upper body headlock attempt. Down to 45 seconds in the first period. No real shot attempt so far. Kind of feeling each other out. We'll see another headlock attempt, and he just missed it.
2-point takedown, Moeller.
Slipped and had to give up the takedown.
One-point escape.
Salle down 2-1, just got an escape. Down to 10 seconds now in the first period. Oh, nice double by Moeller. Oh, boy. That's hard to give up.
2-point takedown.
Yeah, 2 seconds before the end of the period.
Hard to give up at that point, but...
after one, Moeller's winning 4-1.
Great job by Moeller, not giving up at the end of the period. Taking a chance on a shot at the end of the period, and it paid off.
LaSalle chooses down.
LaSalle down to start the second period. Back pressure. Sure enough, gives him some space. Gives him some space.
One red.
LaSalle gets a point, and he's moving toward a cradle too. Let's see, get that crossface in there. See if he can work his way back. Close to a takedown. See if he can get behind. Little shrug, see if he can get behind. Moeller doing a nice job. Oh, boy.
2-point takedown, Moeller.
Moeller takes him down. LaSalle's got to get to his base, Ooh, he's in a vulnerable position now. Moeller throws the half. Ooh.
Ball, 2 minutes. 3 minutes, 1 second.
May have an injury. Moeller awarded the win. Pin, 16 points for Moeller.
Making the match score 16-9 LaSalle.
Starting to tighten up a bit. Will from LaSalle appears to be okay. That's good news.
There might have been a little tweak of something there. It looked like as quickly as that
For
turned.
Moeller at 285, Donnie Lewis. And for your LaSalle Lancers, Max Leyendecker.
These are two large Americans.
Yes, it is, boy. Donnie from LaSalle. They appear to be about the same size. In the heavyweight class, weights can vary quite a bit, but these two seem to be about the same. Both struggling for position. Feeling each other out. We're down to just about a minute left in the first period. No score yet. Oh, nice shot by LaSalle. Beautiful. Get the hips up, get the hips up.
2-point takedown, LaSalle.
Boy, he timed it just right. Caught Moeller off guard, shot in, scored right away. LaSalle on top, 43 seconds left in the first period, up by 2. LaSalle riding well. Riding a little bit high. Needs to get back on the hip some, but nevertheless, in control. Got great wrist control. Now he's going to try and turn him. Now he's in great position. Got him flattened out. May see a stall call here against Moeller. We'll see. We're down to 12 seconds. LaSalle in control in the first period, up by 2.
After the first period, LaSalle's Max Leyendecker is winning 2-0. Green chooses top. One-point escape, LaSalle.
LaSalle escapes. Max Leyendecker, heavyweight for LaSalle. Up 3-0. But we'd love to see LaSalle do that shot they did in the first period. See Max do that again. He timed it just right. Thought of upper body movement. I think Max trying to set up that shot again.
Down to 1 minute left.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes again. There he goes again. Just off the mat. Ooh, questionable, but off the mat. Well set up by Max from LaSalle again. You got 51 seconds left. Let's see if he can get that takedown yet in the second period here. That would put him up 5-0. You don't see the Moeller wrestler advancing too much on the takedown position, which I think puts Max from LaSalle in a strong spot to put himself in a position to shoot and score. A lot of circling.
You know, I was going to say something about that before and let you take it because you know much more about this than I do, but it looks like the LaSalle wrestler may be just a little bit quicker.
Yes.
Other than that, they're very evenly matched.
Mm-hmm.
Stall warning green.
Yeah, stall warning on Moeller. He hadn't made a takedown attempt yet. Well, that's the end of the second period. LaSalle up by 3.
After the second period, LaSalle's Max Leyendecker is winning 3-0.
Moeller's coach, I think, is questioning the stalling call.
He is a lot more genteel than Moeller's basketball coach.
Is that right?
I have seen recently, well, not only Moeller's coach, but also LaSalle. A lot of the GCL basketball coaches come in here and no quarter
is neutral.
No quarter is given to the officials.
That's funny. If you ever have a chance, watch Tom Brand's Iowa's coach. He makes Bobby Knight look tame. Here we are in the third period. LaSalle up by 3.
Getting halfway through this, almost halfway through this third period, time is becoming a factor.
Yeah. LaSalle is in control. The thing is, giving LaSalle a big advantage is Moeller is just not attacking. And I think that was the cause of the stall call. So here, you don't want to take too much risk when you're up by 3.
Yep.
On the other hand, you don't want to get called for stalling either. He's got to make sure if he takes a shot, it's a solid one he can score off of it.
A lot of arm work.
Yep. Down to 50 seconds. Moeller does take a shot. Well defended by LaSalle. Great spin.
2-point takedown, LaSalle.
Lets him up.
1 point escape.
Gave up the escape to make sure he didn't get put on his back, which would be the only way Moeller could come back. So now we're down to 30 seconds. Moeller's up by 1. Or I'm sorry, LaSalle's up by 4. Max in solid control.
20 seconds.
I think here you do your best job of waiting it out.
10.
Don't take a risk. Down to 5 seconds.
Decision, Max Leyendecker with a final score of 5-1.
Max Leyendecker wins 5-1. Impressive performance. A couple of beautiful takedowns. Both well set up.
For Moeller at 106, Jarrett Johnston. And for your LaSalle Lancers, Tanner Spalding.
So for LaSalle, we have Tanner Spalding. From Moeller, Jared Johnstone. 106 pounds. So we're back down to the lightweights here. We started, I think, at 152 or 58.
As Steve's out there making a repair to the mat tape. These guys are eager.
They sure are. Tanner from LaSalle against Jared from Moeller. Moeller makes a shot attempt. Oh, well defended. Look at that spin. Whoa.
2 takedown.
And then covers so well on the legs. He's a little bit high, needs to get back. But let's say he may be able to score some back points from here. Set it up so well. Got him on his back. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Pin or fall at 42 seconds for Tanner Spalding from LaSalle.
Tanner Spalding from LaSalle pins at about 42 seconds. An impressive job.
One of our faster matches tonight.
I know one thing. Tanner's been wrestling a long time. You don't move like that.
He was lightning fast.
Yes. And to be able to score it from that position, when it looked like he was riding high.
From Moeller, Sterling Siegel, and for your LaSalle Lancers, Nate Hammond.
Ooh. Moeller moves out quickly with the
2
takedown.
Takedown, Moeller.
Boy, he's riding high too, but also moving in for the pin. Or back point attempt. Riding him strong. See how Nate does. See if we can get back up on his base. Avoid the cross-face cradle. Ooh. Moeller connects on the cross-face cradle, but can't seem to turn him over. This is a tough position to be able to score points from. LaSalle's defense. Oh, he just tilted him. Brought him across his body. Now he's scoring back points. Ooh.
Fall by Sterling Siegel at 53 seconds. We are in a COVID timeout.
Another pin by Moeller.
And we're going to have a recognition ceremony here. So could I have the Sizemores, the Birds, the Norrises, and if Neil Nyer from Arizona is here, we'd like to see him too. Please come down to just the mat side over there where it says court.
We're going to let in-house announcer Greg Stein tell us exactly what's going on here.
Please come to the scores table. The Sizemores, the Birds, and the Norrises. We would like to recognize, LaSalle would like to recognize our former state champions from the class of 76, Neil Nyer. The next family we would like to recognize is the Birds. Lucas Bird won the state championship in both 2018 and 2019. He's a 4-time state placer, 4-time district placer, 4-time sectional placer, cadet Greco world team member, and 3-time Ironman placer. The reason he is not here tonight is because he is at practice at the University of Illinois. Great job, Lucas. The next family we would like to recognize are the Sizemores. Trey Sizemore is a 3-time state placer, state qualifier, 2-time placer, and state champion. 2019 at 82 pounds, he was a district champion, a 2-time sectional champion, a finalist in the NHSCA Senior Nationals. He was a Flow National All-American, and he was part of the Junior Duels National Championship team. Finally, we are going to recognize the Norrises, and we still have more information to come on him, but so far he is the 2018 state finalist, 2019 state champion, two-time district champion, two-time sectional champion. He was the national finalist for the NHSCA freshman year of 2018, and he was the USA Wrestling preseason national champ, and he also was a member of the 2018 Junior National Championship team. I would be remiss to say that Trey Sizemore also isn't here because he is a practice at the University of Illinois. So great job, guys. You get to keep your plaques for exactly 24 hours, and then we need them back so we can put them up in the wrestling room. So Ron, don't get too excited there.
And as they take a COVID timeout on the mat, we'll take one too and pay a couple bills. Frederick Funeral Home understands you have unique needs during your time of grieving. Since 1932, they've been providing Greater Cincinnati with compassionate, personal funeral services. Frederick Funeral Home is there to make sure things go smoothly during this difficult time. Their family-owned and operated business has years of experience, so let them be the ones to assist you. You can reach them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 522-3700.
Harrigan Refrigeration was founded in 1970, and they still provide the highest quality of products and services, as their repeat business is a testament to their customer satisfaction. Harrigan Refrigeration at 513-542-7500 or at harriganrefrigeration.com. They specialize in sales, installation, repairs, and service of commercial refrigeration and air conditioning systems. In fact, they are authorized to provide warranty service on most major brand name commercial equipment. Harrigan Refrigeration at 513-542-7500 or harriganrefrigeration.com.
That is one high-energy announcer they have doing their commercial.
Okay.
And welcome back Randy Davis, who's got a couple more comments on the ceremony we just saw.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody saw it, but they honored the former or the state champions from LaSalle. I think there was, 3 or 4 of them. And one that couldn't be here was Neil Nyer. He won in 1976. We were teammates at LaSalle. And he walked through the state tournament as a junior, and he got sick as a senior, and one of the greatest wrestlers I have ever wrestled with. Of course, we saw the Bird family, the great wrestling family. And Max was runner.
You're okay.
Max was runner-up twice. His brother Lucas, 2-time state champion.
All right, we'll let you finish that up as the next contestants take the mat, and we turn things back over to house announcer Greg Stein.
Yeah.
You can work in the rest of your comments here momentarily as time permits. That's the way our game works here.
More great wrestling. No, just hats off to the Bird family. And Lucas was on the Big Ten Network last Sunday against Iowa, and he was wrestling for Illinois. If you ever get a chance to watch him on the Big Ten Network, he's so impressive.
2-point takedown, LaSalle.
2-point takedown for LaSalle. But he's got his leg locked. He may be able to get into a pinning position here. Taking those hips up, going for a near cradle, and he's getting close to it. I think we're going to see some back points here in the first period. He's going to turn him. He's just about there. There he is. I think this is going to be the end of it. When you got a near cradle, it's all over.
Ball at 43 seconds. Eli Marango for LaSalle.
Congratulations, Eli.
For Moeller at 120, David Gilman, and for your LaSalle Lancers, Sam Acosta.
As we move to the next weight class, the Lancers currently lead the entire match by 31-15.
Impressive showing tonight by the Lancers. So we got Samuel Costa, 126 here for LaSalle.
Sam Acosta does some distance running for us.
Oh, does he really?
Yes.
So I have to guess he's very well conditioned.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing conditioning-wise for running right now, but distance running's an all-year sport for LaSalle. Cross-country in the fall and track and field in the springtime. They normally train almost all the way through, taking maybe December off.
Is that right? Wrestling in this winter for him.
There you go. So there's no time off for him.
He's a busy man.
Yes, he is.
Got 1 minute left in the first period, no score. Kind of feeling each other out. Nice shrug by LaSalle, by Samuel. Oh, now he's in great position. Oh, I thought he'd put him on his back there. But Moeller counters with a double. He scores with it.
Takedown, Moeller.
With 40 seconds left, Moeller up by 2. Go for a cradle. Hopefully they'll be off the mat. Well, they're right on the edge. We're right on the edge. We'll see how they score this.
I don't think he can hold this for 25 seconds.
Samuel's tied up in a cradle here on the edge of the mat.
Working his way out.
But
3 near fall.
Unfortunately gave up 3 points.
Yes.
He's got 13 seconds left in the first period. 5-0. We'll see if he can come back. Got 12 seconds left.
After the first period, Moeller's David Gelman is up 5-0. LaSalle will go neutral after Moeller deferred.
Moeller defers. LaSalle picks neutral. Samuel's close to scoring takedowns in the first period, so let's see how he does here. Could have been a good move to go back to neutral. Not a lot of movement right now. Minute and a half left in the second period. Oh, LaSalle in on the leg. Well set up single, low single. Trying to get down on the ankle, see if he can get behind him. Moeller was countering with a whizzer, but now LaSalle breaks that down. See if he can work behind. Moeller come through the hips.
Coming up on 1 minute left.
Called a stalemate. Good call. Fair call. Samuel doing a nice job of getting in, but having trouble finishing. Oh, nice. Ooh. LaSalle thought he was able to defend against that shot, but just couldn't quite.
2-point
and gave up the
takedown.
takedown. Oh, and still holding on the head, which gave Moeller the opportunity for a half. And this could be trouble for LaSalle.
Ball at 2 minutes, 23 seconds.
Fall for Moeller, 2 minutes, 23 seconds, giving them 16 points.
For your LaSalle Lancers, at 132, Dustin Norris. Dustin wins by forfeit.
Well, good for LaSalle to get 6 points, but disappointed we won't be able to see Dustin wrestle tonight.
Yeah, we commented earlier, that's not the way, in good competition, that's not the way you want to see it go. You'd really like to see your best competitors compete.
Oh, yeah.
While we have a short break in action here, we're going to mention a few more of our sponsors for whom we do not have recorded spots. Neiman Plumbing.
Moeller at 138, Stone Bustler. And for your LaSalle Lancers, senior Casey Wiles.
That's Neiman Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Rams Construction, Tri-State Coca-Cola Company, and American Family Insurance. Thank you for your sponsorship.
Kicking off 138, Casey Wiles from LaSalle.
I believe this is one that went very quickly last night.
Casey did?
I believe he did.
Boy, you see a lot of speed in Casey. Able to get behind so quickly.
LaSalle.
Oh, what a beautiful lift. That's one strong boy. Oh, yeah, he loads him up on the hips. Close to some back points. Sure enough, got
fall.
to.
One escape, Moeller.
He may have been the one that went 14 seconds last night.
Is
I'm
that
not
right?
sure. I'm not positive about that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Watching him thus far. His upper body strength is unbelievable.
Ball at 1 minute, 18 seconds. Casey Wiles.
Casey Wiles pinning 1 minute, 15 seconds. Another 6 points for LaSalle. Well ahead in the team scoring here.
43-21. How many weight classes do we have left?
I think either 2 or 3.
For Moeller, Dominic Papalato at 145. And for your LaSalle Lancers, Jake Neffenegger.
A lot of action.
2-point takedown.
LaSalle spins behind, gets 2.
One escape, Moeller.
Down to a minute and a half. LaSalle up 2-1 and in control. Beautiful spin by.
2-point takedown, LaSalle.
Great job of keeping his head down. Now he's going to do it again. He's going to let him go for an escape.
One escape, Moeller.
Trying to get another takedown. Oh, LaSalle just dominating here.
2 takedown.
Great job of moving from a takedown right to the pinning position.
Ball, 57 seconds.
Finishing
Jake
them off.
Neffenegger with LaSalle.
Congratulations, Jake.
That's it.
Great event, Moeller and LaSalle. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming out to tonight's event. We ask that before you leave, please look around your seats to make sure you go home with everything you came with. Also, please pick up any trash you may have made and drop it off in the designated receptacles.
We'll show the
to help keep
final
Flynn
scoring here.
Gymnasium clean. I'd like to present the GCL South champion, LaSalle Lancers.
Well, there you have it. We said that this was the GCL championship tonight.
Yeah, LaSalle was so impressive.
Mm-hmm. They were, and they've kind of been that way all season long. But, it's almost every sport here at LaSalle High School that, as dominant as you can be in all phases through the entire season, when you get into inter-GCL competition, that all goes away.
Right.
These teams see each other, and it doesn't matter what the sport is. If they're even close, these teams see each other every year. There's no surprises. You just got to go in and perform. And again, this is no different. I mean, again, coming in, I do know that the athletic director Brian Meyer was saying this is going to be a really tough meet for us. It could go either way. Obviously, we're always glad when they come out on top. But I believe they have a presentation. Brian Meyer's holding something, I believe, a little special in his hands. I don't know that we're going to get it from this angle. Maybe I can signal down to him to at least turn it this way at some point. Go ahead and make some commentary. I'm going to go down and see if I can make that happen.
Sure. Well, I got to tell you, LaSalle showed a lot of poise tonight. And, it's like all bets are off in interleague wrestling in the GCL. Records go out the window. History goes out the window. And LaSalle really pulled it off tonight. So impressed with their conditioning. They're so well coached. And their poise. And, boy, they deserved it tonight. And their conditioning in the third period and the 2 overtime matches, really impressive. So we got some kind of presentation going on here. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Brian Meyer, the athletic director, is in front of the team. And let's see if we can figure out what's going on. I think we're going to get an update any second here.
All right, they're taking some pictures with the GCL championship banner that has been presented to the team. And when that is over for the pictures, they're going to turn around for our TV audience.
Oh, great. So they're awarding them the GCL South Championship.
Yes.
Good for them. Congratulations to LaSalle.
Yeah, there is no GCL tournament, I suppose. It's just based on inter-team competition.
Well, that's been a change. Back in the day, it was always the tournament.
While we're waiting for that, we're going to go ahead and acknowledge a few more of our sponsors. Cincinnati Chiropractic, Dr. Andrew Limley, Harding Industrial Services, Hoodlepole Construction, J. Feldkamp Design Build, the Kroger Company, and the Drinkery. Again, thank all of those sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible. Mary Hoffman doing what Mary Hoffman does, getting pictures of anything to do with LaSalle High School. If you follow her on Facebook, you will find just picture after picture, hundreds of pictures from a basketball game. I'm sure there will be hundreds of pictures from tonight, and we're going to try and get them to turn around, and they are doing that very nicely.
Well, I hope everybody can see it. GCL South champions with their masks on. Good for them.
Yeah, yeah, they're very They're very insistent on that.
A lot of index fingers and
thumbs up.
We can
give them a big. Interview Coach Rico? Sure, I'll let him interview Coach Rico. We're going to have Coach Rico coming up and joining Randy in the booth. This is one of our first broadcasts. We only started last night, and our first with a commentator, and this will be our first coach's interview for LaSalle Lancer Wrestling. So,
Coach Rico.
We can have him put on that other headset over there, the one with the microphone on it.
Good. Coach, I'm Randy Davis.
Here, go ahead, put that headset on.
There you go.
And
maybe we can do it this
flip that microphone down, and we'll put you on the air. All right, Randy, take it away with him.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you congratulations. It was an impressive performance tonight. The poise, the conditioning, the coaching was just superb. How do you feel your team did tonight?
I think they did great. It's been a long week. This is our third dual match in 3 days. We're still trying to prepare. We got state duels on Saturday, so it's been a long grind week, a long grind month. So I think they did great.
Well, good luck in the state duels. Where are they?
Up in the St. Ed's.
Oh, it's at St.
Yes.
Ed's. Well, I'd love to see you guys take St. Ed's at that.
Oh, man, we
That
can get
would
there.
be the
Yeah,
best.
let's go.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, too, I don't know where you guys learned that double leg, but I saw it so many times tonight, and it's so effective the way your wrestlers bring their hips in so well. And I don't know if that's something that you taught them or has been kind of a LaSalle tradition, but it just kind of stood out to me.
Well, I would love to take credit for it, but I can't. These guys are talented. This is probably one of the most talented group of guys that I've ever had to coach, and they're all different. So all their styles are different, and I just appreciate it. And I think they're developing, and their double leg is, all of them got it.
Yeah,
so it's a universal move.
And they have more than that, too.
They all have it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations
Thank
again.
you so much.
Yeah, and I wish you luck the rest of the year.
Thank
We'll
you.
be following you the rest of the year.
Thank you.
You're doing a heck of a job, I'll tell you that.
I appreciate
and you
it.
can really see it on the mat tonight.
Coach, before you go.
Yes, sir.
So we have been trying to cover more of our sports here at LaSalle High School. It does take quite a bit of manpower. Last night was our first experience broadcasting a LaSalle Lancer wrestling match, and then tonight's the second. That's not a bad representation. The results last night, the results tonight. What are you going to do for a follow-up?
Well, we have one more home match on February 13th against Lebanon, but it's a day match. We're going to try to do our best up at the state duels and then come back. We got another one, Lakota East, and then the Lebanon match. Then we'll take a little bit of time off because we had, a grind January. And then we're going to get ready for the sectional tournament in districts and state.
Well, thank you very much for giving our WLSN fans a very nice introduction to LaSalle wrestling.
Oh, thank you.
We really appreciate that. Thanks, Coach.
Come cover us anytime. We're here.
All right, we'll try and be here on the
Coach.
13th.
Good luck.
All right.
That's Coach Rico with the wrestling team. Randy, probably about time to close things out here, so any final thoughts?
No, I just want to congratulate the LaSalle team again. It was a heck of a performance, and boy, I think in the postseason you're going to see a lot of success from them. There's just no doubt. They show a lot of confidence, a lot of poise, and I think there's a bright future. And a lot of them are underclassmen, so you're going to see a bright future for LaSalle wrestling.
Right, and that's always what you worry about when you start getting this late in the season and you see some of our seniors. I saw all of our seniors being honored at senior night, and you start wondering, wow, those are some really good guys. How are we going to do going forwards? You got to figure out how you can reload.
Yeah, well, I think they start young these days, and LaSalle's done a great job of having kids programs and a great feeder program, and you can really see it pay off over the years.
All right, well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Maybe we can get you back here on the 13th if we're able to do that.
It's a privilege.
We've had a heck of a stretch here for the past week. We were on the air with basketball Tuesday, wrestling Wednesday, Thursday. We got basketball again tomorrow. We were supposed to have basketball Saturday, but that's now been, we're not going to do a broadcast. It's going to be an away game. And then next week, we know we have a home basketball game Tuesday again.
Right.
It's been a heck of a stretch. The one nice thing is that we've been able to leave all this stuff set up here.
Yeah.
If they got something else going on, sometimes we have to take it down, put it in storage, and then bring it back.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. There's a lot.
You see that.
And this is actually the small system. So, but anyway, thank you very much for joining us, and we're looking forward to bringing not only more Lancer wrestling, but we're already looking forward into the spring, maybe some baseball, some other sports. It is very manpower intensive. So if you're a follower of other LaSalle sports other than wrestling, basketball, football, we may be knocking on your door for you to help us. We can use some manpower, some muscle power to move this stuff around. We can also use some qualified announcers, because it's obvious that I'm not a qualified wrestling announcer.
But you're a great announcer.
Well, thank you for that. I'm sure you would get some. I'm sure you would get some debate on that. But I'm actually a producer. My job is to make all this stuff work. But we do have some other very talented announcers, and every once in a while I do try and help them out. So, thank you very much for joining us on the LaSalle Broadcasting Network for our first experience in wrestling. Randy, final thoughts?
No final thoughts. Just looking forward to a great remainder of the season. Good days are ahead for LaSalle Wrestling.
Well, you can also follow LaSalle on social media.
Right.
Mary Hoffman's pictures are just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't. I always joke, how many Mary Hoffmans are there? Because it seems like she's at multiple things at the same time. It's amazing.
One person, millions of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Randy, thank you very much for joining us. I'm not sure how we hooked up with you, but it was a pleasure broadcasting with you this evening. We're going to go ahead and sign off and thank everyone for watching WLSN and the LaSalle Broadcasting Network. This broadcast is a production of LaSalle High School, WLSN, and the LaSalle Broadcasting Network, made possible by the generosity of our many sponsors. When you need products or services offered by our sponsors, please patronize them to thank them for their support. Tell them you heard about them on a LaSalle broadcast. Our sponsors include American Family Insurance, Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Bud Herbert Motors, Casey Construction, Chick-fil-A, Choice Podiatry Associates, Dr. Jay Feist, Cincinnati Chiropractic, Dr. Andrew Limley, Crown Trophy, Drew Neiman Plumbing, E&A Contractors LLC, Frederick Funeral Home, Graduate Services Inc., Hardig Industrial Services, Harrigan Refrigeration and Air, Hudipole Construction, Huseman Schmidt Insurance, J. Feldkamp Design Build, JTM, Kelsey Chevrolet, The Kroger Company, La Rosa's, Mercy West Hospital, Montgomery Home Care, MSA Design, Nardelli Electric, Nyhard Mingus Funeral Home, Northside Bank and Trust, Queen City Running, Raising Cane's, Rand's Construction, Rupert Heating and Air, Rumpke of Ohio, Soltech Services, Southwood Family Dentistry, Star One Realtors, TDG Facilities, The Drinkery, Thompson Hine Attorneys, TP Mechanical Contractors, Tri-State Coca-Cola Company, and the U.S. Army. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. Tune in next time when we bring you more action from the LaSalle Lancers. This has been a production of WLSN and the LaSalle Broadcasting Network.